Hey y'all, happy Monday. Today is Monday, April the 8th. This vlog is going to be the start of a series I am starting called I'm Building Something. And the idea came to me because, as you guys may have seen me talk about, I've started something called the PusHER Co. And it is an entity of its own. We have our own newsletter for women walking in purpose. I have a digital community that meets several times a month. We also interact on an app. And the purpose of PusHER Co is to empower women to walk in purpose with community, with boldness, strategy, and accountability. And this is just a journey that I've been going on. And so I just feel like this is just a series I want to start of kind of like chronicling the journey, documenting the journey of building this thing on faith that God has called me to build. So if you are an entrepreneur, a dreamer, a creative, or just interested in learning more about PusHER Co, I think I'm going to try to do one of these videos once a month and talk about just like where I'm at and how we're building and what's taking place. So the big thing this week is today is Monday, so this evening I have our monthly community call with the girls. We do two calls, one every 2 weeks. The first one is a strategy call, so I talk to them about leadership strategies, entrepreneurship strategies, or spiritual strategies, so one of the three. So tonight I'm going to be talking to them about spiritual strategies, but this weekend we have our first Charlotte pop-up meetup, and there's so much I want to say about that. I was not planning on doing a meetup this soon. PusHER Co literally just launched in January. But God woke me up last month and gave me the date. He gave me the people to invite. And I shared it on social media. And it says Saturday. And it has been a scary, scary, scary move of just obedience, honestly. Like, I was not prepared for this. I did not have a place picked out. I didn't have finances set aside. I'm literally just going with God. And the pop-up is Saturday. So today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We are 5 days away. There are 15 women signed up. We have a time, we have a date, and we do not currently have a place. I am waiting to hear back from 2 places right now that I'm supposed to hear back from by tomorrow. And that's scary because I have these ladies who are signed up for this meetup in this moment of connection, and we have not gotten approval for the places that I've looked into yet. So I'm also like, is this gonna blow back in my face? Like, God, make this about you and not about me. Like, this is in your name. So if you gave me the vision for this, it has to be done. It has to come to pass. You have to give me a place, because the women, they're ready. The ladies, they're ready to gather and talk about purpose and navigating our purpose journeys, and we need a place. So this is just a very real behind the scenes of documenting the journey. And this week's journey is I was getting ready to have this pop up hopefully Saturday. And so that's where we are today. I'll keep you guys updated along the way. Okay, it is later Monday afternoon, same day. Y'all will not believe this. I just found a space for the PusHER Co pop-up. My stomach is in knots. My stomach is in knots because this makes it really real. I can't believe this is happening. This is a full-on faith move. My heart is going like this. I am so nervous. It's almost like the space being available freaked me out. It makes me excited. Even though I've been praying and fasting and praying and looking, it's literally taken me like 3 weeks to find a space that's available that worked out. There's been reservations that have fallen through, things that were just outside of my budget, which was really no budget. But God gave me a certain amount to put aside last week, and I put it aside, even though I need it, even though I could do some things with it. I'm being obedient, and literally down to the dollar amount is how much this space costs to reserve. So I'm gonna have to go look at it on Wednesday, but they've already pre-approved me for it. I just have to tour it. Y'all, I am overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because this whole thing is a God thing. I've been saying to God, like, you have to make this work out because this is a you thing. I didn't set out to do this pop-up. I didn't set out to have an in-person event. You gave me this vision and you have to make your name great. And there are people that have signed up. Somebody texted me yesterday just to say that they were looking forward to this no matter where it's being held. And I was like literally scared and put in my stomach. Like, well, what if it doesn't happen? What if we don't find a space? But one thing about God, he's an in the nick of time God. Now, sometimes I wish he would come a little sooner, but he's an in the nick of time God. And I think this is going to be our space. And I am grateful. But now I'm nervous. There's already so much to do this week. I have a busy work week, busy purpose week. I have some stuff for Purpose PusHER Co. But I know that Saturday is supposed to happen. So I'm bringing you all along for the journey because none of this was my idea. This was God's idea. And I'm just trying to be a good steward. I'm trying to see it through. He's already given me a couple places to go throughout the rest of the year. But I knew if this one didn't happen, my boldness would be a little tainted. I would be scared to try again. So I'm like, God, you have to make this work because if it doesn't work here, I'm going to be nervous to try it somewhere else. So here we go. We're going on this journey. It's really happening. Hey friends, it's me. Today is Wednesday, April the 10th, and we are on a journey, right? We're on the journey to Saturday, to documenting the behind the scenes to this Purpose PusHER Co. first in-person pop-up meetup that I was not expecting to have, that the Lord has been making it plain that I have to have. I've had all the feels this week. I felt like this is wild, you know? God prompted me last year to kind of start journaling about a women's thing I would do. If you didn't know, I had a women's coaching business a couple years ago where I helped women of color launch, grow, and pivot in their businesses. Loved it, loved the clients, loved the strategic planning I helped them do. And then maybe 2 years into it, God told me to put it down out of nowhere. And that was a tough time for me because I love working with other women and serving other women. So that was hard, but I deleted everything. The email list, the offers, the everything I shared on social media that this is what I felt God was prompting me to do and I wanted to be obedient. That was like maybe 2 springs ago. And I just felt in my heart that eventually God will let me do something else for women, with women. I truly enjoy empowering women to go after the things they want to be, who God has called them to be. And though many of them need the community, the strategy, the structure, support to do it. So I just pray that one day at the right time, God would bring me something that he would allow me to do that would genuinely allow me to pour back into other women. And last year he started giving me the vision for this Purpose PusHER Co. And it came under another name at first, but through time we processed, and that's what it is now. And y'all, in November I launched a newsletter, the Purpose Push, which is a weekly newsletter that goes out to women walking in their purpose to just empower them and kick their week off with encouragement. Because if you know anything about walking in purpose, it's a journey. It gets heavy, it gets hard. There are wins where you see God come through. There's tough times when you're trying to believe. There's answers that you're working on or waiting on and you don't know where they're coming from. And it can just be a lot walking in your purpose. So that's why I created the newsletter. I knew when I started the newsletter that God was calling me to create community, a digital community like I have, but I knew that that was the first step. And so that was November. January, I started talking about this community that was coming. February, I launched the first pilot opening enrollment of the Purpose PusHER Co community, which we have now, and it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I've enjoyed working with the founding members so much it's almost not even been 2 months yet because we started the end of February, but this time has just been so powerful, so impactful, so eye-opening. It's been affirming for me, it's been affirming for them, and it's just a special community where we can be transparent as we walk in purpose. We can support each other as people, as women, as wives, as moms, as creatives, as 9-to-5ers. It's literally for any woman walking in purpose, no matter what your purpose looks like. So November, there was the newsletter. January, I started talking about the community. February, the community launched. So it's been 2 months in between everything. And then with the community launching, I've only been thinking about opening the doors to the community once a month for a couple days. That was all I've thought about between like January and June, maybe doing an event in the summer. And God was like, no, we're doing this event on April 13th. And here I am on April 10th. And I didn't have a place until Monday. Like, this has been a huge faith journey. A huge faith journey. Just this past weekend, I was wondering if this was even going to happen. And now I'm on my lunch break, getting ready to do a tour for the space that I booked for Saturday. I'm just bringing you along for whoever watches this, because walking in purpose and doing big, hard things that God prompts you to do is hard. And I'm just showing y'all part of my heart. Like, this was not on my list. This was not in my plans, but I'm just trying to be obedient. So let's go inside. Let's see the room. By the time you guys see this vlog, the event would have happened. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is the co-working space we're going to be using, but it's attached to this coffee shop called Not Just Coffee J Street, which is a very cute coffee shop. And I have to tell you guys how I ended up here, which is actually really interesting, because I actually come here to co-work sometimes, and I didn't even think about this as an option. But when I called this place the other day, they told me about the co-working rooms in the back. So here we are, but I'll take you guys through the front entrance.
So you'll have the whiteboard, TV, and we have the HDMI hookup for it. Kind of adds up. But we also do a 6-pack for our day passes.
Got it. Oh, that's cute. The little yellow glasses.
I don't know if you're doing like water bottles or.
Just coffee. All right. We got a space. We have a chai tea latte. Now that I think about it, I should have got it iced because it's kind of warm outside, but that's fine. I'm gonna go home and finish my work day. And later on, I'm gonna send an email to the girls because we have a meetup on Saturday. Y'all. Okay, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited and I'm getting nervous. I'm getting excited because they have a whole co-working space behind this coffee shop that I never knew about, which is wild. But it's also like, I don't think a lot of people know about it either. So I haven't seen any of this anywhere for anything that I've been to or seen done in Charlotte. Wow, this is happening. Hold, please. I just have to take a moment and say thank you to God, because this really stretched my faith. This whole thing has stretched my faith. But to be on this side, shout out to the girl who did my tour. She was so sweet and so helpful. And y'all, they have a whole co-working space behind this coffee shop. It's like, you would never know. Like, you wouldn't even know it's behind. You didn't even know it exists. Like, my mind is blown away. But I'm also like, this is so perfect to host something like this for. They have a podcast room. They have several different meeting rooms. She showed me a huge room. Y'all should have seen the one with the 2 TVs that had blue in it for 50 people. Like, you know, I just believe that PusHER Co was going to grow, and we are going to need rooms for 50 people eventually. So that's just good to know. But wow, like, today is Wednesday, April 10th. God has come through in the nick of time. And now it's time for me to be praying and preparing. I have a loose agenda for Saturdays, 2 hours time together, but I like to always make space for God to move, shift things the way he wants me to shift it. So from this point forward, it looks like preparing. I will teach for a little bit, probably 20-30 minutes, in addition to the other things that we're going to do. This is really happening. I think what makes this one feel so weighty is that once we get through this, I know that we can do this by faith. And God has shown me bigger things to do with larger groups of women in other cities this year. But I think I needed to know that I could do this one. He could empower me to do this one by faith. And honestly, in my, just me being human, I'm like, it would have been easier and like no question for place, turnout, things like that, to do something back home, like in Delaware, Pennsylvania. But this was a faith move, doing something in Charlotte and doing it the way that God showed me to do it. So I'm just being obedient, and child, it's coming together. God is moving. But let me go ahead and go home and finish my workday. I'll talk to y'all probably tomorrow. Hey y'all, hello and happy Friday. Today is Friday, April 12th. Yes, because tomorrow is the 13th. Tomorrow is our meetup. Okay, so how are we feeling? It's almost noon, and when I finish my workday today, I'm going to go run a few errands. I'm going to pick up a few things for tomorrow morning. I'm feeling a little anxious, probably, like excited, anxious, nervous, anxious. I just keep trying to remind myself this is a God thing. God prompted me to do this thing. I didn't set out to do this thing. And something that I'm going to be talking about on our newsletter soon is that the measuring tool should be obedience. That's what God's been speaking to me about in this season. So it's like, it doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't matter that it's not a big event. It feels weighty to me because I know that it's purpose related. And whether there is 3 women or 6 women or 12 women, it doesn't matter the number, it matters the impact. And so I'm just praying that God's will be done. And so I'm a little bit anxious, excited, nervous about making sure God's will is done. But I've been praying, I've been playing my music. One of the songs I've had on repeat is just On Time God, because this whole process has been him giving me one part or one thing or one resource at a time. And it's been a little bit dicey in some moments. I've had to hold my breath. I've had to praise and worship music and bring it back down. But I know that he's doing all things. And everything is working together for my good, like the Bible says. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I just sent out one last confirmation email text to everybody that had already RSVP'd. A few of the ladies, they can't make it this time, but I think I'm going to put something in the PusHER stories to see if any other of the local ladies in Charlotte want to try to come tomorrow. But that's really it. I had one structure set up in my mind, but I'm continually praying. I'm preparing and praying for tomorrow in terms of the structure. I have a few different activities for us to do. I have a bit of a message, 20-30 minutes to share to encourage the women. We're going to do some Q&A, some purpose Q&A. They actually sent in questions about purpose that I'm going to pull out anonymously. And I'm not going to be the only person to answer them. I'm actually going to allow the women in the room to answer them. One thing I'm big about is that I may be the person facilitating something, but I'm not the only expert in the room. And all these women are women walking in purpose. So we're going to do a round table to close it out where we answer questions about purpose, because walking in purpose is so weighty and there's so much that comes with it. And I think that it'll be great for not just me, but for other women to answer other people's questions and speak into other people's lives and give insight. Some of them are about family, and I'm single. I don't have a husband. I don't have no kids, so I can't answer that. But somebody else in the room can, right? And we can all speak to what we can speak to and uplift and empower another woman walking in purpose in some way and wherever she's assigned to do that. So that's what tomorrow's looking like. I'll check in with y'all later, but just want to check in now. All right, we've made it to Target. So one of the things I want to get for all of the girls for tomorrow is a box or 2 of thank you cards, and I will handwrite them each a card. Let's see. It's kind of cute. These are pretty too. These ones are more in tune with the color of the room. And I am a themes person. I might go with these. All right, found the cards. Now we need some pens. I feel like 1 Apex should be good. It might be 12 of us. I feel like somebody have a pen, but then I'm always rather be safe than sorry. Right? That's what I'm thinking. I was gonna do a gift card giveaway and a flower giveaway, but I think I'm gonna do a gift bag. I got this journal, and I think I'm gonna do a candle, and somebody can win that bag or get that bag, and then do flowers. but I'm trying to decide. All done. All right, y'all. I am back in the car. Let me turn this air down. First of all, I think we talked about today is Friday. This was the perfect day for me to go to Target because Circle Deals is going on, and I was already making it work with the budget. The budget is slim, but we was making it work with the budget. But the Target Circle deals, they came through. I prayed before I came to the store, like, Lord, help me find the sales, help me find what I need in my budget and or under my budget. And I got a blessing. My mom sold into the event on the way here. God is just wonderful like that. So things came down. Like the candles were 30% off. Something else was 30% off. Something else was 25% off. When you walk with the Lord, you be obedient. He just be blessing you in different ways. He makes it all come together. He makes it all shake. And even when I was inside, I saw my friend. And I'm like, what are you doing all the way down in the area that I'm in? She was like, girl, I live down here. What are you doing all the way down here? And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Haven't seen her in months. And she said she's going to come to the pop-up tomorrow. So that was amazing. So now I need to go to Food Lion, grab a few things, get gas, and go home and chill for a little bit. All right, y'all. So I'm up from my nap. Touched up my press-ons. And I'm trying to put together my look for tomorrow. I got this viral Target jumpsuit. If y'all haven't seen it, she's that girl. She's that girl. And I seen somebody post her like end of February, early March, but the links weren't available yet and they weren't in my Target. But she posted that link last week and I ran and got it. So this is the viral Target jumpsuit. I can't wait to put it on. I tried it on this morning and it looks so good. I look so good. And I was like, this is actually perfect for tomorrow because it's not super, it's a look, but it's not super dressy, but she's giving it a look and I don't have to do too much. So I'm really just over here trying to determine, am I going to go silver? We can kind of dress it down. We can go gold and dress her up. This is my gold Vault Label bag. This is the black owned brand. This is my silver Glamaholic brand. If you know, you know. I have these shoes I've only worn once, and I kind of want to wear them tomorrow. But then I'm like, are you even going to see them? Because if I wear them, you have to see them. So figuring that out. But I got some stuff to do. I have to send the girls an email. So let me put my phone down. I have a list of 5 things to do. And I may pick the camera up one more time, or I may just see me tomorrow. We'll see. It's event day. It's event day. And my car looks like I'm having an event. Car is packed up. Let's go to Dunkin'. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. It is event day. I'm excited. I threw this cardigan on right now because it's 50 degrees outside, but we are in our fit. We have had an amazing morning. I got up this morning at 6. Did some time at worship with God, and then just kind of went over the flow of today, my message today for the activities. And it's 8:27. We are right on time. Packed up the car and about to grab some bagels and a dozen donuts, and then we are off to the location. So when I get there, I'll do my lip. My friend Dory, she's coming to meet me, so thankful for her just helping me set up. We don't have a lot to set up, but just get everything in, and the goal is to get there by 9:30, and the women will start arriving at 10. So here we go. We are doing the things. If you have made it this far, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are a person walking in your purpose on a faith journey, creative journey, entrepreneurship journey, doing your thing journey, I will definitely be doing more of these. I'm building something, we're building something videos. This is going to be a series, and I'm just excited to kind of come back at the end of the year and see like how this has grown, because this is a God thing, and it's really just me walking out the mission he's given me. Is it scary? Absolutely. Is it hard? Also, yes. Do I feel equipped all the time? No. I'm very nervous, but I trust God, and he showed up this entire time planning this, and I know he's going to show up today. Okay, we have the room. I put my things down. Let's go get this stuff. Hey, y'all. So I know with that door closing, you thought you were going to see part of yesterday's pop-up, but the truth is I did not pick up my phone again. And I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I was putting the clips together for the vlog and I was like, we just pop up. We met up. We connected. And I'm so sorry. So I don't have any clips here for you guys for seeing things from yesterday. But I did post a recap. If you follow me on Instagram, I also put my Instagram here so you can see it. But this vlog really wasn't about you guys seeing yesterday. This vlog was about seeing the journey. So I hope that if you've made it to this point, that, you know, you feel encouraged, you feel inspired, that, you know, if you're believing God to do some big things by faith, that seeing what he did and how he has shown up throughout this process of me planning this pop-up, especially in this last week, especially with me starting this vlog, with us not having a space to having a full event yesterday, I truly pray that this encourages you. But I'm sure y'all want to, you know how yesterday went. And it really was amazing. I talk with my hands and I'm realizing that while I'm trying to wrap this up. It really just was amazing. God has just connected and attracted the most phenomenal women of purpose to Purpose PusHER Co. I mean, the women that are in the community are the bomb. Like, each of them is a powerhouse in their own right. And the women that were at the event yesterday, each of them is a powerhouse in their own right. And I think it's important to give other women their credit. Like, you're the bomb. Wherever you're serving in your purpose in this season, if you're the 9-to-5er, if you're creative, if you're in between seasons, if you're waiting on God, if you're following his direction, and his direction is to be still and you're being obedient, like, I am always going to encourage women. I'm going to empower them. And you being in your purpose, doing what God said you to do, is amazing. And you being willing to say yes and show up and do the work he's calling you to do is amazing. So yesterday we got to open up. We talked about what season of purpose women are in. What are they focusing on right now? How are they feeling right now? A lot of women in the room were experiencing different shifts in their lives and in their journey. And so it was cool to just see them share, and then other women could pour into other women. One thing about me, like in the spaces that I create, I am the facilitator. I don't do all the talking, so I want to hear what they hear. I want to hear what they're thinking, what they're taking away. So it was great to just hear them say how impacted they were, and to hear them say like how much they needed it. So of course now the question is, when's the next one and what's going to happen next? And I'll be talking to God and I'll be talking to them and I'll be talking to y'all, but we're building something. We're building something. I'm going to change this to we're, because this is truly a partnership, me and God, and I'm trying to go where he tells me to go and do the things he tells me to do. Is it always easy? Absolutely not. Oftentimes it's hard, it's scary, it's unpredictable, but we're trying. So I hope this encourages you to do the thing that God called you to do, to trust him, to show up and make it all come together. But as for me, I'm tired. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. I am going to rest. Hopefully you guys will see this Sunday night. It might be Monday, depending on how YouTube acts. Last week was a very long, busy week, but it ended on the most amazing note with the pop-up. So I'm going to rest. I'm truly going to rest. Once this video goes up, I'm going to go do me some skincare. I'm going to put on some good masks. I'm going to eat some good food. And I'm going to get ready for the week ahead. So I hope this was helpful. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.